Okay, well, it's actually interesting because you
What's
wore
that?
that last time, and I meant to mention that New York comedian Asterios Kokonos, uh, he he has a podcast called Porg Chatter, where
Yeah.
they just talk about porgs all the time.
That doesn't sound like a...
Porgs is in
Like-
the thing from the Jedi film.
Yes, like the thing on Rob's chest right now.
You know, they were puffins, hey? They were filming, and they were like, what do we do with all these puffins that are all over this island? So they were just like, okay, let's just immediately create a new character because we can't edit them out. So it's easy to edit tiny faces over them.
And and make millions on
And
merchandise.
make millions of dollars. Yeah. We had no choice, guys.
From
except to
suckers
fucking-
like Rob.
Except to make millions of dollars.
Yeah, I don't think this is official merch, so fuck them.
Oh my! Oh my!
George Lucas is rolling around in his grave.
It's-
I just love how like he's not even dead, but he's just got a grave and he just rolls around in it.
Bazinga boys are here to speak all of their thoughts on the Big Bang Theory. Rob has an opinion, Vorn has an opinion, Pete probably has one too. But most of all, Rob has an opinion.
Hey, I'm Pete. Welcome to the Bazinga boys. What's up? I'm cutting Vorn off because it's having a drink. G'day, welcome.
G'day, it is Rob from the Bazinga Boys. Vorn is... I went to go to Vorn, he's having another drink, of a different drink. Hey, Vorn, speak.
Hey guys, it's Vorn from the Bazinga Boys. I'm hydrated. How about you? Rob, what's the show all about?
Why would you ask them a question they can't answer?
I'm waiting for the answer.
We're here to watch the Big Bang Theory and talk about it.
You just killed all
That's
the
it in a
energy.
nutshell.
Good work.
Yeah.
So, this show's... Do you know what I think this show's about? This show is mainly about hanging with your buds and watching some Big Bang Theory. Every episode of the Big Bang Theory, and just in integrating ourselves into the culture of the Bazinga culture. Trying to make ourselves Big Bang Theory fans. How's that going for you, Rob?
It's not working. I'm definitely not becoming a fan.
Neither am I.
But I am finding though, and it's weird, and it's only happened recently. I think as we're getting our groove going with this weekly thing, it's becoming less of a shit, I have to watch it. I don't know, is it the same for you guys?
No, I still feel like I put it off. And,
I think we've spoken about this before, where it's like the fact that we all get to hang out is awesome, but the fact that we have to do a terrible thing before it sucks.
But at least the hangout part is the motivating factor of watching the show.
Yeah, but like as you said before, this experiment isn't working. It's like the worst government-funded scientific experiment ever. It's just not working, and we keep pumping funds into it. So this week, in an attempt to really try and make the show work for us, what did we go and do, Pete?
We acquired some substances that might not be over the shelf for all of us anyway. Yeah, what's that, Rob?
Yeah. Speak for yourselves, guys. I had a very legal experience watching this show.
Well,
Well,
Rob,
so
you're in Sacramento, so you're in California, so you can openly talk about what the thing was that you purchased. But me and Vorn,
Well, for the legal record, by the way, for this episode, I flew to Amsterdam and then did my part for this episode. Bought some legal marijuana, smoked some legal marijuana, had some legal sex with a legal prostitute, and then flew back. So everything I've done in this episode has been 100% legal as well.
So like 99% of the world, you were watching Big Bang Theory on the plane.
That was a good one, Rob. Good on you. Impressed with you.
Thank you. So I'll talk about it. So this episode, we decided, hey, maybe it's funny if we're high. Well, I don't think we actually thought that, but we thought maybe it might at least give it that opportunity to be funny.
Yeah, I was like,
and-
hey, let's see if it makes us laugh. So let's straight up laugh count. What were you at, Rob? Did you laugh?
Yeah, it's more of a discussion. So I did laugh.
What?
I think I started watching the episode too early. I'm a bit of a lightweight when it comes to weed, and there was the moment when Sheldon's filling in the online dating report whilst Penny's playing video games. The first time it cut to the computer and that's what he was doing, it got me. But then you know how sometimes once a laugh starts when you're high, I just had this shit-eating grin for the rest of the episode. I didn't laugh again, but I just sat there with a nice happy smile.
Fuck, man.
But it led me into doing a bunch of research and like figuring out some cool shit for this podcast. So I'm fine with that laugh. It's the first laugh I'm not embarrassed about.
Okay, that's okay. Well, yeah, it was artificially, it was performance enhanced laughing. So I'll let you slide on that one.
It was Lance Armstrong laughing.
Well, I'm going to go off on a bit of a tangent. Like, you guys might know, especially Rob, you'd know that I'm a fan of horror films. I grew up watching shit like, The Thing and Evil Dead.
This sounds like the start of an excuse, by the way. When you ask someone a question and go, hey, did you laugh? And then they just start telling a story. It's an excuse.
It's an I'm not racist, but...
What all I'm trying to say is, like, I love that genre film. I love shit that puts me on the edge of my seat. Nothing compared to watching this fucking episode on weed, though. I greened out so fucking hard, and this is the most stress I've ever felt watching anything in my life. To give you some context, I was watching it with my girlfriend Death Ray and my buddy Plan B, who appeared in my Facebook Live vid that you guys saw. So I got everything set up. We're making pizzas. We made homemade pizzas. I had beers ready to rock and roll. I had the episode all queued up. The girls were sat down on the couch.
Sounds like a lovely night, to be honest. Apart from the Big Bang Theory.
I was loading my plate up with pizzas, and I went and sat down, pressed play on the episode, immediately ate all the pizza on my plate, and drank my beer within the first 4 minutes of this fucking episode. And I didn't want to.
Pete, this is the second episode in a row that you've told people that you've ate an entire pizza.
Dude, I live my life like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That was.
That's the saddest
pizza
way
every
to
day.
tell people you have a problem.
And Andrew WK is another hero of mine. So it's just pizza parties every day at the old PJ Harvard Ranch.
Sorry, continue. But that just made me laugh.
So, dude, all of a sudden I had no pizza, no beer, and because I was watching it with other people, I didn't want to interrupt their vibe and by walking over to the laptop and pausing the fucking episode. So I just sat there and just felt so much stress that I couldn't have another beer or couldn't get another pizza, and the pizza was going cold on the counter. And then all of a sudden, the episode's towards the end, and then fucking Sheldon's Volcom shirt appears. And I was just all I could hear was this heavy synth music in my ears, like a drone sound, and just the imagery of just his shirt bouncing around on screen. Like I said, man, I got fucking ultra paranoid, greened out hardcore. That's never fucking happened to me before. This is the most terrifying experience I've ever probably had. God. Was watching this fucking episode.
Did you say that was your first green out, Pete?
Yeah, dude. I've never
It's horrible. It's the worst.
It was fucking intense, man.
I can't. That's so funny. Volcom logo bouncing around on a screen.
This show brought that on. It was I've just never felt that sickness before. The other one that fucked me over was the scene where they're in the cafeteria all having lunch and chatting. There's 50 other fucking people in this cafeteria. No other sounds. There's you can see them putting fucking cans down on the table, talking to each other, smashing fucking cutlery against things. But there was zero audio, and that's all I could focus on. I was just watching all these people and just fucking just wigging out because there was no audio context coming from anywhere else other than audience laughter and some fucking rambling from the four main characters. It was just terrifying, man.
So Pete, did you laugh?
No.
Oh god.
And the worst thing about it, for anyone who hasn't greened out before, is it's you get to that perfect high, and then you're like, oh no, stop, oh no, shit, and there's nothing you can do except wait it out. But then the paranoia doesn't let you wait it out.
The paranoia makes you feel like, hey, this is going to be me for the rest of my life forever. That feeling of just wanting to get out is just the most uncomfortable thing, and to have that.
Yeah.
teamed up with having to endure a Big Bang episode, that sounds like an actual nightmare. That made me...
Yeah, dude. It was traumatic, man. It was fucking it was life changing. We had my girlfriend Death Ray as a bit of a control in the experiment. So like me and Plan B both like had a bit of a jazz cigarette or whatever, and then watched the episode. So D was the like, you know, do we find it funny? Does she find it funny? You know, we needed to have that like level because it's science. She said that she looked over she told me this morning. She was just like, you looked like you're on a roller coaster to hell. Like she said, I could see your full pupil and like all the whites of your eyes the whole 22 minutes. She just said you were just like eyeballing the fucking TV, but just sat so far back against the couch.
How did Plan B take it as well?
So,
what was her reaction?
She was cacking up, man. I got
Oh my god! I have to send her a message, and if there's any PSA ever to go drugs are bad, it should be, hey, Big Bang Theory was funny because of the drugs.
But that's the best thing. Like in the room, it's like, so Death Ray is sober as a fucking nun, and then I'm just dying like I'm in hell, and then B's just like, that's pretty good.
Oh god.
It's just the weirdest house hang ever.
So Pete, what was the episode about?
Fucking Sheldon's Volcom t-shirt giving me fucking...
Oh yeah, you wouldn't even know what the episode's about. Fucking...
It was, okay, quick recap. We watched Season 2, Episode 3, The Barbarian Sublimation.
Fuck off these names.
Penny suppressed, turns to Sheldon for some fucking reason. Like I said, she's a loser. She has no friends. She's a shitty person. She pushes everyone away. Sheldon's the first person she sees, and then he gets her addicted to a Conan Barbarian MMO, so like a World of Warcraft style online game. She turns into essentially like a video game slob.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's it. Vorn, we didn't ask you. Did you laugh, man? Did you have any?
Okay,
What's
well.
What's your insights?
So, no, I didn't laugh at all. I wasn't. It looks like, you know what? I have a youthful face and a youthful exuberance. I often get
youthful outlook on life.
Exactly, and I often get carded, and even people at work are like, "Oh, you're 20, 22, or whatever." And this experience really made me feel my real age, which is 31. I had to ask my girlfriend, like, "Hey, let's organize some weed for this. You're going to watch this with me." And, you know, there's people who just weed is just part of their day. I tour with a band that weed is just their wake up, and it's just the first thing they do in the morning, and it's just part of their day. It's like
a morning coffee or a yoga stretch.
Exactly. And this was such an event, and I was like, fuck, this is being 30 plus. We had to set up a whole day. We had to get the bag, and then we had the bag, and we smelt it. And we're like, ooh, what does this smell like? I'm sensing hints of peppermint. And I was like, I really like the dank stuff, I think they call it.
Bergamot.
Yeah.
What is hydroponic?
Yeah. And so we set up this whole day. We got snacks, we got pizzas, and we're like, we're going to go downstairs and set up. And I recently bought my girlfriend a lava lamp, so we had to take that down. I almost smashed the lava lamp as well. And I wore my only tie-dye t-shirt that went through the wash and then faded, so it looks just like a dirty shirt. And it was this huge event to smoke a joint, and it was so sad in a way. And I just watched it, and I filmed. You guys go, hey, film yourself watching it to see what happens. If you want a 21-minute video of my face looking bored, you're welcome to it.
That's some bonus content for the one listener that's actually keen as fuck to watch that.
Yeah, we got some content behind a paywall. So if you want to become a $20 Patreon, you can get the 20-minute, $1 a minute. That's a bargain in anyone's language. You can get $1 a minute of my face watching an episode of Big Bang Theory.
I do think a time lapse of Pete watching that last episode would have been great, though.
I'd rather watch Pete. Pete, did you film yourself, Pete?
No, dude, I just did the before and after, but we could do a testimony from Death Ray if we want to. We can reenact it.
So that was my experience. Like, I watched it and I didn't laugh, and then, like, honestly, it's so, like, I was the one who suggested this episode. I was like, hey, how about we have like a Blazinga 420? It was so boring and uneventful on my side that I watched the episode, nothing happened, and then I just slept for ages. Like, it just put me to sleep. It was just a big body high, and like, I just ate a pack of Kingston biscuits and a pizza and went to sleep. That was it.
Yes, you had a pizza as well. Let's see.
That was my experience. I wanted something fun to come out of this, but for me, nothing happened. I fell asleep. That's it. I'm sorry. I didn't laugh. No.
Okay, do you guys want a segment?
Yeah, I'd love it.
Oh,
Rob's
well,
got a segment.
guys.
Let's do this.
Rob's got a new segment.
This isn't a new segment. This is a return of an old segment. Okay,
what's
so
your
this is the Big Bang Theory. So I'm going to add on to one of Vorn's previous theories, and I hate it.
Hijacked it.
I hate it when Vorn
What
is
the
right.
fuck's this bullshit? Whoa. You'll be hearing from my lawyers, by the way.
I've said this before. I hate it when Vorn's right, especially when I think he might be right in the way leading towards some of his Nazi theories. Which this also adds to Vorn being able to bring up, hey, Rob's always bringing up Yahtzee stuff. So I want to change up his theory from episode 5. And do you want to recap the listeners what your theory was regarding Leonard and Nazis?
Do you want me to tell people how it started?
Yeah, go with your original theory.
All right, what happened was, originally I saw that Glasses Man was wearing a t-shirt, and the pattern of the t-shirt was just swastikas. And I was like, what the frick is going on here? So I was like, what if he's secretly a Nazi and he's secretly trying to resurrect the Nazi meme?
The meme. What? The meme.
I mean, World War III. He's bringing back World War.
Hitler's just kicking around going, yeah, that's a pretty good one. I'm just gonna put that out. I'm just gonna pop that out. I'm gonna publish that one and send it out to the world.
Anyway, sorry, Rob. Yeah, basically, I just found out that he was a Nazi and he's secretly trying to resurrect killing all the Jews. Continue.
Did you guys ever watch Peep Show?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Love Peep Show.
Wait, the in real life one or the TV show?
I've seen both.
The TV
so-
show. Well, I've seen both, yeah.
I've seen the ones that you put the $2 in and they clean it afterwards, and then the good BBC show as well.
Yeah, the good BBC show. How many of you guys ever bothered to check out the pilot to the American remake?
Jesus, I didn't even know there was American pilot remake.
So there was a failed pilot.
It's a hard no from me.
It was before Big Bang Theory. I want you guys to get the video ready that I sent
Yeah,
you.
I've got
I've
it,
sent
yeah.
you the opening 17 seconds of the pilot. So Johnny Galecki, who is Glasses Man, plays Leonard. He was actually cast in the main thing.
What? Oh, this is good. Well, I'm liking this, Rob.
One of the main reasons that Peep Show failed, the American one, is they didn't do it POV, which makes no fucking sense.
What? That's the whole gimmick.
That's
Yeah.
that's
They
the
got rid of
and
the
then, like the namesake.
So it's just called Show. And so like,
What the fuck is this?
okay, but that's not the point. That's not the point of this thing. So Johnny Galecki, this is the opening 17 seconds of the thing. So before I say it, my new theory is it's not Glasses Man who's a secret Nazi. It's Johnny Galecki. All right,
shit!
now watch
The
it.
actual actor.
Oh!
The actor, and
Okay.
he's in wardrobe. He's like, "Hey, I like the look of that shirt for some reason. Or can I bring my own shirt? Can I bring
brought
my
the
own?
shot from home?
Can I bring my own shirt
So-
that has an interesting pattern to it?"
So
to
in
show?
this little video you're about to watch, it's only subtle. It's only subtle, but you can see it's the beginning of him starting to like certain things that they do. All right.
And 5 months after Adolf Hitler sent his Panzer legions across Europe.
The Nazis were definitely wrong, but that is a handsome leather coat.
Whoa!
Wow! What the?
Wait, what? What just happened?
Okay. Well, so my first question is, Rob, why were you watching the American version of Peep Show?
This probably led on from last week with Pete because his IMDb stuff, and we just finished the episode, and I was feeling happy, and I just started seeing like what some of the
You're
other
being
guys were in.
cheeky.
You know, we try to come up with segments, and then I saw that he was in Peep Show, and I was like, oh, that's got to be shit. Like, and then there was the pilot online, and I was like, oh wow, that's interesting, and I put it on, and like within literally that's the 30 seconds of the show I've watched. And I put it on, I pressed play, and I was like, oh, fuck yes, this is perfect. So, yeah, now we have this...
Extra ammo.
I feel like Johnny Galecki, he found his way into Big Bang Theory, and he's slowly kind of like adding more of those little things. So it's behind the scenes this stuff's happening. It's not in his character. So, I don't know. What do you think about that, Vorn?
You know what? I was kind of pissed that you ripped me off, but I like that you've opened a new way to look at this, because I'm going to be looking into all of Johnny Galecki's life. I'm going to be looking for everything. Rob.
Yes.
Rob's got a new segment.
Do I?
Rob came up to me and said, hey, you've always got new segments. How about next time you have a new segment, you tell me the title of it and I try and guess it. So I told him the title of it, and he's decided he's going to make theme songs for it instead. So Rob's got a new segment. It's called Theme Songs for Vorn. Rob, what theme song do you have for me?
It's like he's not even prepared for this.
Sorry, I thought you guys were going to...
You remember all those like off-air, conversations we had leading up to this for the last week? You know that.
Sorry,
thing?
I thought you guys were going to do like a 3, 2, 1 and play the song. Yeah, so Vorn gave me a couple of segment options, and I thought the segment Token and Jokin sounded like a fun one to write a song to. Keep in mind, I was quite sick when I recorded this, and it reflects in the way the song goes. Now, I want you guys to pull up the MP3 and give it a watch. Give it a listen, sorry. Here we go, kids. It's that time again. Joking and toking with Uncle Vorn. Now, you know the lyrics, so don't leave me hanging. Sing along. Here we go. Joking and toking with Uncle Vorn. The only thing he's got time for when he's not watching Mia Khalifa porn. So what is this segment gonna be about? From his basement I hear children scream and shout. This is a segment about...
Oh my god. I think that's the best thing you've produced for the show ever.
Oh, dude, the audio quality on that was beautiful.
Yeah, that was great.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, so Rob,
That was really good, Rob.
I don't know if I made a typo or something, but the segment's called Tolkien and Jokin.
Oh, okay. Well, I've been sick this week, so...
Your eyes betrayed you.
So this whole segment's about Lord of the Rings. I don't know where you got Token and Jokin from.
You know what's funny is even if I'd read it as Tolkien and Joking, it would have still been the same song. Nothing would have changed.
Oh, Rob, you've ruined my segment. By the way, Rob, I did type to you Token and Jokin. The joke is that I would change the segment to Tolkien and Jokin. You idiot. I like that you instantly took the blame on that.
Hey, it's an easy mistake.
Well,
I'm happy to accept that I could have read it wrong.
Well,
it's a good thing when you realise that you can be wrong.
That is a good thing. So, well, I guess I'm just going to have to go ahead with my Lord of the Rings segment as planned, even though the intro is completely wrong. Thanks for that, Rob. So, what do you guys call a hobbit that eats junk food? So, Lord of the Onion Rings.
Hey.
Hey.
So,
Is that the segment?
what do you call a hobbit eating at KFC? Lord of the Wings.
Hey.
What do you call a hobbit that uses a subpar search engine? Lord of the Bings. So, what do you call a hobbit that cuts off her husband's penis in his sleep? Lorena Hobbit.
Oh, that one's fucking.
That was the only one I actually wrote.
Well done.
I got a new segment. It's called Cleaning Up My Gooey Mess from Last Week. Last week I posted that video to Reddit. It's gotten 2.1k views.
Jesus Christ. That's more than anything with the Bazinga Boys, name or thumbprint on
It's
it.
me pretending to come on a figurine. It's a strong community, the coming on figurines community. and which I found that they have some strong beliefs, because you found this later, Pete, because I wanted it to be the top post when I sent it to you guys for the joke. I wish I'd left it longer, because I knew it was going to get downvoted into oblivion, because I knew I was walking into their community, making a farce of it, and they weren't going to be happy. And one guy, Otter Filth, who is a frequent poster on the subreddit, came in and posted, "At least come on it for real, you coward." And I promise you, like 3 or 4 times this week, I just burst out laughing that I'd got to a place in my life that a guy who one of his main hobbies in life is ejaculating onto toys is calling me a coward.
The best thing is he's like a Supreme court judge or something in real life. And then this is
like, I really like that my manhood is being challenged here. Like, you didn't even come on the toy for real. What kind of piece of shit are you?
It's a fine-looking bobblehead and you didn't even come on it. What's wrong with you?
You just put soap on it. What are you, cleaning your toys like a weirdo? Anyway, I replied to him. I said, "Apologies. How can I make this up to you?" And he said, "I think I was loud and clear. Tongue pokey out face." And I didn't know how to respond, because that sounds like a guy flirting with me. Like, if a girl said that to me...
I think you need to come on that toy.
Well, I said to him, "Are you asking me to come on you?" And he didn't reply. So I looked into his history. I went to all his comments and saw what he was about. When I looked at some of his comments on other posts of other people coming on things in that subreddit, some of his highlights are, "I love how your cum slowly drips down as the pictures go on. Well done."
He's critiquing, as well along the way. He's like...
Then there was this post where these 2 guys rented out a hotel room, brought a figurine, and together came on it.
Oh, wow. Cross sword.
Yes.
Ejaculation. What was the figure?
Some anime girl. I don't know.
Fuck, dude, I had a quick scroll through that site. That's all it was. I was like, this is no fun. This is boring.
What would have made it fun? Sorry.
I want to see someone like with a 1995 Spawn action figure for
ruining like them breaking it out of the packaging, ruining the market value.
Watch me open my 1977 Han Solo mint on card action figure worth a few $1,000s and then just fucking come all over it.
Watch me put him in carbonite.
Yeah.
So, with these 2 guys rent a hotel room and come on this figure, he posts in there, "That's so fucking hot. Wow. Wish I had someone to do this with." And then, like a happy face but with a tear, like I'm a bit sad but I'm happy for you. So, guys...
What's his name? What was it? Otter Snatch?
Otter Filth. Otter Filth. Otter Snatch.
Otter Filth.
So, guys, before this episode, I told them I have a surprise, and I told them to take some precautions. So I directly messaged him.
Oh, fucking Christ.
And I asked him to come on the podcast. So, Otter Filth, I'm just going to invite him in. Okay, well, I'm just fucking with you guys. I did ask him to come on the podcast.
Dude, I was like, seriously, I was like, I'm not dressed for this. I'm not dressed for a guest in my house. Because we're all, for people that don't know, we're all like Google Hangouts, so we've got live video in our homes. And I'm comfortable around you guys. But I was like, we have a guest. Yeah. let me tidy up a bit before this ejaculator. This ejaculator of men comes not only on my collectibles but also to my live stream.
Before this episode started, I told both the guys, hey, just a bit of forewarning, maybe use fake emails for this one. So that was just a bit more real for them. So I did invite him. So I sent him a message. I'm like, hey, I'm on this podcast. And that's why I posted the video. I'd love for you to come on and talk about coming on figurines. And he just said no. And he was actually really nice about it. He wrote the sweetest message. He's like, hey, the reason I said this was this, and I don't see what me coming on would achieve. I don't know what I'd say or what I'd do. I don't see the point. I'm sorry, but I'm very flattered. Thank you, but no thank you. Have a good day. What a coward, right? What a fucking coward.
What? Dude.
But I will say to you, if Otter Filth ever listens to this, and I will send him the link, if you listen to this, Otter Filth, if you come on this program and have a chat to us, I promise you, I will actually come on the Howard figurine for you, for real.
What would be cool is if he could live stream him coming on figurines while we're doing this podcast.
What a segment that would be, hey?
What a segment. He's just furiously beating off in the background.
Crying because he can't finish.
Oh, that's okay.
Don't be mean, Rob.
Just punching his dick.
Jesus Christ. Okay, we want to get him on the episode, Rob. Come on, let's be civil to that coward. I can't believe a guy who comes on figurines called me a coward. I just can't believe it. I can't believe it's been sticking with me so much. Like, what point did I get to my life where people are like, yeah, what a piece of shit pussy, couldn't even really come on a figurine. Anyway, last week I put out a competition saying if you can get the Big Bang Theory official Big Bang Theory Twitter to tweet the phrase Bazinga Boys, we would give you the first official Bazinga Boys shirt folder. Pete, you had a few goes. How'd you go?
Dude, I haven't logged on for a week, so give me a couple of minutes and I'll check in.
I'll tell you straight up,
you.
you failed. Rob, you didn't try at all.
I just forgot.
So I tried again. I didn't have any luck. However, one of our Twitter fans, Sally, I don't know if she mistook what I said or just took it in another direction, which sounds like someone who would like us would do. She wrote Bazinga! Boys, spelt Buoys. Boys can be anchored and allowed to drift within the ocean currents. Bet you didn't know that before. Live long in Bazinga. Boys! And then an anchor emoji. Really fucking clever. But she did it at the Big Bang Theory Squared podcast, not the official Big Bang Theory.
That's okay. I love it.
Which is
Thank you,
fine.
Sally.
So after all my harassing and all our harassing of a million other people, and especially this podcast who won't respond to us, and that it'll just make me want to do it more, she actually got a like from them. So she secretly got the Big Bang Theory Squared to like a post that said Bazinga Boys, even though that wasn't the competition, and the competition will continue. She will be getting a official Bazinga Boys shirt folder. I bought one. Sally, send us your fucking address. I'll send you an official Bazinga Boys shirt folder. What a prize you've won. But the competition continues for the official Big Bang Theory Twitter to fucking retweet the
It
phrase
turns
Bazinga
out
Boys.
she lives in like far north Antarctica, where it's like $1,000
Would
to
be
send
such a good-
anything. She's like, I'm a research doctor. Like,
Well,
we will honor it. Vorn will honor it.
yeah. We will honor it. Yeah, good one, Pete.
Vorn will.
Well, I've been Vorn. I love you all. What about you guys? How was your Blazinga 420?
Bazinga 420 was a good experience, but I don't think Pete wants to do it again.
I'm ready to get back on the horse. I'll check back in with you guys in a wee bit. All right, see ya.
GG all, goodbye! Hey all, it's Vorn here, your old friend, the Bazinga boy Vorn. I just gonna tell you a little story. Last week I thought the episode was pretty good. So I thought I'd chuck a $20 on Facebook at boosting the post to, target certain cities in Australia like, Perth, Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, and maybe just Sacramento as well, just to get some of Rob's friends. And you know what? If you want to talk about value for money, well, if you want to talk about value for money, if you want to talk about getting bang for your buck, I can't recommend spending money on Facebook boosting your posts at all. Because if you're looking to get fans for anything, if you're looking to get fans from click farms from Asia and South America, well then target Perth and Melbourne. So I'm just going to read you out some of our new fans we got from spending $20 on Facebook. So, a big hello to Ha Tung Tung. Big Tuan Fat, Zuya Regmi, Mansan, Muhammad Ishan, love you mate, Prince Labana, Prince Junior Ventura, loved ya cousin in Ace Ventura, Muzero Victory, great name, you keep winning bro, keep supporting the podcast. Penny Tonelio Asuyo, I really like that you liked the photo of the cum-covered figurine that we put on Facebook. Amando Najar, you're the man. Najar, Hector Juarez, Kevin Bando, Brian Acosta, it's Muhammad. It is Muhammad, and it's a pleasure to have you. It's Muhammad. Yavira Cherokee Ramos Maldonado. Wow, what pleasure to have you on board. Give us a text. Hit us up for our merch desk, and Nabanatikis. Love having you on the board. So if you're a big fan like these guys, just join us on the Bazinga Boys podcast website, bazingaboys.com, or come visit us on Twitter or Facebook. Love you. Bye.